Welcome to the UCSB EAP Freeman Internship Scholarship presentation. During this session, you will learn about the study abroad scholarship opportunity, the application requirements, and more. Please note that the summer global internship programs in Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Singapore have been canceled for summer 2021. Throughout today's presentation, every other slide will feature a former UCSB EAP Freeman intern. This should help give you an idea of the variety of opportunities that are out there. This is Julia, who studied abroad for a semester in Thailand. She was an environmental studies major. Although ES classes aren't offered in Thailand, she was able to find an internship related to her field of study. She interned with the Sustainable Development Foundation and got to research issues facing local fishing villages. Internship support varies by location. Internships in Thailand during the academic year are overseen by the Social Policy and Development Department, and students enroll in a class offered by Thammasat University. Students can find their own internship, or they will be provided with a list of possibilities. You can see organizations that the department has partnerships with on their website. Internships in the new Summer Internship Bangkok program are managed by the School of Global Studies that will also provide a list of possible organizations to choose from. Let's review details of this scholarship program. This scholarship is funded by the Freeman Foundation, and UCSB is the only UC that receives this grant. The Freeman Foundation's mission is to bridge international understanding between the United States and countries in East Asia. The scholarship is an award for students who intern for academic credit while on one of the eligible UCAP programs. Students who meet and maintain the minimum eligibility requirements for their UCAP program and plan to pursue an internship for academic credit may apply. In line with the Freeman Foundation's mission, international students may not receive this scholarship to intern in their country of origin. The Freeman Foundation wants students to learn about new cultures and countries. Students can earn awards up to $6,000. Generally speaking, summer program scholarships are typically $3,000, semester programs $4,000, and year-long programs $6,000. Due to the hourly and unit requirements, students participating in a semester in Korea can also receive $6,000. An internship abroad is a definite resume booster. It's a great way to build professional connections and future references. You can gain marketable skills in an international work environment. It can be a chance to explore an area unrelated to your major. It can help solidify your career goals, can introduce you to an entirely new field or career path, or can also help you figure out what it is that you don't like or don't want to do in the future. Sasha, in the blue and white checkered pattern top, interned with a startup architecture and interior design firm in Beijing. Sasha did a lot of the upfront work and research and had multiple Skype interviews with different companies before going abroad. Her Chinese improved greatly in the firm's small office. In China, students will have to work hard to find an internship. The study centers have lists of past UC student internship placements, but it is the student's responsibility to secure their own internship. Research before going abroad is recommended. Not all programs in Asia are eligible for this scholarship. In addition to this slide, you can visit our UCSB EAP website to see a complete list of eligible programs in Japan, China, Korea, Taiwan, and Thailand. You will also find the unit and hourly requirements, which vary by program. Vivian, in the white top in the left-hand photo, interned at a fine tech startup in Seoul. She participated in the year-long Yonsei University program. Her Korean language skills were not advanced enough to pursue an internship in the area she was interested in, so she spent the fall semester focusing on improving her language ability and applied for the Spring Freeman Internship Award, and then interned during her spring semester. Some of these photos are from her company's networking events that they hosted, which were beneficial not only to those who were invited, but to Vivian and her fellow interns as well. This scholarship requires recipients to intern for academic credit. With that comes some sort of academic component. Often it's a final research paper, but it can also consist of journal entries, or past students have even created video projects. For non-full-time internship programs, the internship can replace a course or even up to 2 courses in Korea. The programs in Thailand with built-in internship or fieldwork have the academic component already built in. For the other programs, students come up with their academic component upon consultation with the on-site support staff. Minjin was part of our first cohort of Freeman interns in Taiwan. She interned at Taipei Women's Rescue Foundation, a nonprofit that works with victims of domestic and sexual abuse. The organization opened the first museum dedicated to Taiwanese comfort women while Minjin was interning with them, and she got to help them prepare for that opening. The photos on the slide are from some of the museum's exhibits. Minjin also completed administrative tasks, translated documents, and helped promote the organization at various events. Like China, Japan, and Korea, students participating in the National Taiwan University program must secure their own internship. Outlined here are some of the guidelines for Freeman Internship Scholarship recipients. To align with the Freeman Foundation's mission, students cannot intern with U.S. governmental agencies. Students cannot pursue an internship through their host university campus and cannot intern remotely. The Freeman Foundation wants to fund students who are working with and for locals who are getting out into their host communities. Because students are receiving academic credit, the internships cannot be paid. If an internship organization would like to provide a stipend for meals or transportation, that's okay, but students can't be on the company payroll. The majority of internships in Korea require Korean fluency and up to 20 hours per week. That is why the internship can replace up to 2 courses and why Vivian decided to intern in spring only. More internship opportunities in English are becoming available, but the language expectation varies by placement. Communication major Lincoln participated in the International Christian University year-long program and interned with the same company for both semesters, an online denim retailer. If you participate in a year-long program, you also have the option to intern with a different organization during the second semester. Lincoln assisted with day-to-day operations such as receiving orders, packaging, shipping, and inventory management. He also helped with the promotional content via blog posts, photos, videos, and social media, including creating an original webcomic. He shared, "In the future, I intend to work in international business, and this internship has helped prime me for the rigors of that career. It exposed me to the Japanese work culture and allowed me to practice my newfound language skills. Having the ability to operate in both Western and Asian work environments will be instrumental in determining my future success." Like China, Korea, and Taiwan, students studying abroad in Japan have to arrange their own internship. The study center will have a list of past student placements, but it's up to the student to secure their internship. Students interested in applying to this scholarship must submit 2 applications: their UC EAP program-specific application by their program's due date and the Freeman Foundation internship application. We have 2 cycles, one for the summer, fall, and year programs, and another for spring programs. Freeman Internship Scholarship applications for 2021-2022 summer, fall, and year programs will be due by February 5th, and for spring 2022 programs by May 7th. Please note Hong Kong is listed on this slide, but the Summer Global Internship Hong Kong program has been canceled for summer 2021. Some programs may require an interview, and we will notify you by the end of the quarter in which you submit your scholarship application. So by the end of winter quarter for summer, fall, and year programs, and by the end of spring quarter for spring programs. John Adele spent a semester in Thailand and was a marketing and communications intern for an NGO called We Do, which aims to promote higher education to marginalized women in rural communities across Southeast Asia and equip them with the necessary leadership skills for community development. This is an example of an organization that offers different internship positions within the organization. We've had past interns also work on the education and professional development side of things, developing curriculum, planning lessons, and serving on interview panels. The scholarship application is made up of 4 items: an unofficial transcript, a letter of recommendation, which can be from a professor, TA, employer, or internship supervisor, a resume, and statement of purpose. You will email all of your application materials to me at megan@eap.ucsb.edu. If your letter writer prefers, they can also email their letter directly to me. Michelle interned with an educational nonprofit called Stepping Stones. This is another organization that offers different types of internships within the organization. Michelle was an English teacher, but we have also had past students hired as research interns, marketing interns, or volunteer coordinators. This is a very popular internship with our students who study abroad in Shanghai. If you receive the scholarship, you will have responsibilities pre-departure, upon arrival and while in country, and upon return. Before going, we encourage you to research potential internship opportunities. This is especially important for students studying abroad in China, Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. As mentioned previously, past students have set up Skype interviews before going and had a final in-person interview after arrival. After you've been selected for the scholarship, you'll be asked to submit a detailed internship proposal, including a sample cover letter and details on the preliminary academic piece, what you want to learn about a specific topic related to your internship placement. After you arrive in country, students on programs without a built-in internship will need to secure their internship placement, complete the paperwork to earn academic credit, and decide on the academic component with their on-site support staff. Our office will touch base with you about a month in to make sure you've secured an appropriate internship. About halfway through most programs, we will ask you to complete a brief midterm survey to hear more about where you're interning, for how many hours a week, how you found your internship, what you're learning, and more. Towards the end of your program, we will ask you to submit a final assignment, a reflection piece of sorts, and we will ask you to submit photos and/or videos as well. When you're back at UCSB, you will be expected to help at Freeman Internship Scholarship specific and country specific meetings and orientations. Another Michelle interned at a startup media publication company called SeoulSync in South Korea. She was hired as a staff writer and wrote articles directed at foreigners to help them better understand the Korean culture. She got to visit sites and attend events and felt that her time abroad brought her closer to the type of communications work she wanted to pursue after graduation. For reference, spreadsheets of past internship placements can be found on our UCSB EAP website. You all have access to a program called Going Global through your Handshake account. Going Global has internship listings, an employer directory, country and global city career guides, including resume examples in English in the host country's language, interview advice, and more. I highly recommend having your resume and cover letter reviewed by Career Services. They offer interview practice as well. Even for the programs with built-in internships, your performance at your interview will be a determining factor in if the company or organization extends an offer or not. Annette, or Annie, was also part of the first group of Taiwan Freeman interns. She studied abroad for a year in Taipei and interned at an elementary school for both semesters, where she taught English and assisted with library duties. So Hope was a Freeman Internship Scholarship recipient. Let's hear about her internship experience in Japan. Hope?
Hi, so again, I just sing Japan's praises all darn day. I mean, I love this internship. I found it through UC EAP. There was a website and there was like a little list of internships that students had previously done. And so I picked this one because I was interested in language education. And I wanted an internship that was close to my campus, so I had to commute very far. And also it seemed like the most flexible one because I wanted something that wouldn't be too demanding and something kind of like a part-time job, so not too intensive. I picked this one and I loved it. Global Chofu is a nonprofit. And it's right, and I'm really sad because I was supposed to help, because Chofu is where the Olympic Stadium is in Japan, and I was supposed to help with training volunteers for the Olympics. And then COVID happened, but anyways, so basically this nonprofit, they basically serve students and also the elderly and just anyone that is interested in learning and practicing English. or just, anyone that's interested in just joining at like a weekly group discussion on various topics. For me, what I did was I was a tutor, an English tutor, to some students who wanted help with the ACAN, which is a Japanese English proficiency test. And I was just helping them with their homework, and they had questions. I gave them little lessons, I learned how to do lesson planning in Japan because I took a class on it. So this really worked out. Also, there's an amazing population of the nicest elderly people in the world in Japan, in Chofu. And they were all basically like my grandmother, my grandfather. Like, they're all just so nice to you. And they helped me out so much. They gave me so much advice. They're so adorable because they do so many cool things in their free time. They volunteer, they travel. And they're part of this little English cafe, which is like every week. They just come together and talk in English about their life. And I was a part of that. My mentor, my sensei, was Murakami sensei. She was actually a professor at ICU for a while. And she studied journalism, and she's just so knowledgeable. And so it was just a wonderful experience. It was also really, really manageable because it was pretty casual. I'd say it was on the lighter end of the workload spectrum for internships. And everyone was so flexible. So it wasn't something like really rigid, like really strict deadlines, anything like that. So that's why I loved it so much. And again, the Freeman internship also came with a scholarship. So that helped me save money and survive. And I was so grateful for it. And I highly recommend everybody to apply for as many scholarships as you can. Because you never know, like, because for me, I applied to like 15 and I got 2. So, it's totally possible. Like, you can do it. It might seem really daunting, scary, and hard, but I guarantee you it's possible. So yeah.
Quay was also a Freeman Internship Scholarship recipient. Let's hear about her internship experience in Thailand.
I am currently interning for Boat People SOS, a nonprofit organization that helps the refugee community in Thailand. Our office provides to immigrants a variety of programs to help support them. These ranges from educational to financial help and even legal support. I started out with teaching English, and I also visited the Immigration Detention Center. Then afterward, I was told about a research project on human rights. The internship experience had definitely made a big impact in my studying abroad trip. Not only is it keeping me busy because I'm out with my family, but also I'm learning a lot about refugee crisis, human rights work, and not only that, I'm also gaining a lot of experience with community building and education development in a new setting. So I think in the process of helping someone, I'm also gaining a lot on my part. Without a doubt, the Freeman Scholarship paved the way for me to find the internship I want to do that would fit my career. And more than that, beside the financial reward, we also get to network with our other Freeman scholars who's in my program, and we get to share our experience. Not to mention, we also get academic units, so we take one less classes. So my last words would be to apply if you qualify. I know you might think it's hard, but there's tons of opportunities for you. I didn't think I would find one, and it could be hard, but I'm sure there will be at least one organization that will fit what you're looking for, and vice versa. Good luck.
So Quay studied abroad as a 5th year, and she actually received a job offer from her internship organization and stayed on after her study abroad term ended. This concludes the presentation.